Welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use.
Hello, and welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio. This is your co-host, Ruth Haskins, and our host,
Ida Crawford.
Hi, Ida.
Hi.
Tonight it's good to have you here, and we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Darryl Ward. He is a native of Baltimore, Maryland, and former semi-pro football player. He is currently a Baltimore City Sheriff, and he coaches youth football when he's not on duty. In his role as sheriff, Darryl has seen firsthand many youths involved in gangs, using or selling drugs, and committing other delinquent acts. He is committed to resolving these issues. As a coach, Darryl is passionate about creating a positive environment for youth through athletics, especially for those who are at risk or already involved in delinquent acts. Darryl has a heart to mentor youth, teach them leadership skills, and how to work together as a team member to accomplish positive goals through his program, OLP Cobras Youth Football Team. Welcome, Mr. Ward.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome. So,
yes, I appreciate being here.
We appreciate having you and learning about how your initiative is supporting our young people. And needless to say, I kind of know why this happened, but I'd like for you to share with your listeners your motivation for doing this.
Yes, Coach Darryl Ward from the OLP Cobras. We're a first-year team. We are going to field our youth football team this year, 2019. We're going to be in the grassroots football league. My passion for coaching is just to mentor and show our youth leadership skills. By being a football player, is a lot of discipline things that you can teach our youth by showing them how to do certain things on the field and give them speeches after the practice, after the game, and just to tell them that you can be leaders no matter where you are. In school, don't be afraid to raise your hand and answer the answers. Don't be afraid to be a positive role model for your peers at your neighborhood or in school. And being as you come into OLP Cobras, we have so many mentors and teachers that are coming aboard to just not only coach and teach football, but also help in the schools, also help with their homework, even if they need help in their family life. That's what we're here to do. I just want to change. A lot of people always say they want to change one kid's life, but I want to change 90 because that's how many players that I'm looking forward to have on each team. 30 players per team, a 6th, 7th, 8th grade team. I want 90 players that we want to change their life forever. And that's where my heart is right now, to just give them passion. Just let them know there's other things that you can do and hanging out on the street. You can come hang on this football field and learn how to play football and learn how to be a good person and be a good leader and be a positive role model for your peers and your family and whoever that you might know.
Oh, wow. That was powerful. So how do you recruit your members?
Well, basically, we have a Facebook page, OLP Cobras. It's right on Facebook, and we also have a web page, a website page, www.leaguelineup/OLP Cobras. That's how you can find a lot of information about our program. And also, I forgot to mention that we are going to be based out of Brooklyn, Maryland, in a 21225 zip code. And me and my coaches, we have been going down to the area, going to Curtis Bay Middle School, a lot of other middle schools in that area, handing flyers to the coaches, to the gymnasium teachers, and also to future players that might want to come play with our football team. And also, we've been going around in the neighborhood, in the Brooklyn area neighborhood, and just handing out flyers to kids that we might see walking down the street, or even parents that might be walking their kids down the street, and let them know that we are going to come to this community and we're going to make a positive change for that community down there in Brooklyn.
Right. Oh, that's right. I love people that are making a difference in the community, especially helping our youth, because I believe there's plenty of room for everybody to do their part. And I see that you are very, very passionate about this, and I really love your energy and your approach. So, what made you start this?
Well, for the past 10 years, I've been coaching another program, and just for the past 3 years, well, let me get a history. I played semi-pro football for 10 years. I also coached on a semi-pro level, high school level, and I coached at another program for 10 years where we won several championships. And just recently, I've just been asking a lot of questions to the head coaches and to the people who run the program. How did you start? What do you need to do to start? Who do you need to talk to start? So I got a little feedback. So I just took it upon myself to say, okay, Darryl, this is what you're going to do. You're going to start from August of 2018 and to 2019. Give yourself a year to build a program, and that's what I'm doing right now. You know, it's kind of hard starting right from the ground up, but we're getting a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people on board was helping us out. I have a good staff that's working with me every day. Sometimes it can be hard, get headaches, but I think as we move forward, the headaches going to be worth the wait when we hit the field.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is, because you definitely sound like you're going to make this happen for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, Ruth, do you have anything you want to ask?
Of course. Thank you for asking me. Darryl, you're very passionate about the youth today.
Yes.
But how did you get started in football to become semi-pro football player? And who influenced you to do so?
Well, I started playing a long time ago. 1978, I started playing Little League football. I played in not college. I played in high school. Also, when I first started playing semi-pro football, I had a buddy of mine who introduced me to semi-pro football, where I played for the Baltimore Rams, the Baltimore Warriors, the Metro Longhorns, the Bay Atlanta Sharks, and the Baltimore Blazers. When I was an offensive lineman left guard for almost 9 to 10 years. And I actually coached a semi-pro team for almost 2 years. And back in 2005, I actually had my own team. It didn't stay together because of finances and things like that. And I really didn't know what I was doing at the time. It was just me and my wife and one coach. So we had all these players, but we really couldn't do. We really couldn't get it off the ground because it was just us, and we were going into a blind. We didn't do any research. We didn't have anybody to lead us. But coming into it this time, I had enough experience behind me now, just being a football coach at the other levels, to know what I'm doing right now. Because being a football coach, not only have to be a leader for the people on your staff, you have to be a leader to the community that you're going to serve. Because we're going to serve that community in a good, positive way. We're going to serve the kids' parents in a good, positive way, and we're going to be positive all throughout the whole thing. So that's what I'm saying. I learned a lot over these past 10 to 15 years as being in football. Football is a good sport. Football is a sport that when I played, I always tell our kids that I coached over the years that football control chaos. Anything that you're thinking about, you want to get into something physical, come over here and play football. You can release all your energy playing football in a good, positive way. Not use your fists, but using your pads and letting off some steam. So, and I always tell the kids, you got to have a PMA. No matter what you do in your life, you got to have a PMA, and I live my life like that right now. A PMA is a positive, motivated attitude. And that's what I always preach to the kids right now. Have a positive, motivated attitude.
Okay.
Who was your greatest influence? Who was your greatest influence as you were growing up, when you were learning to play football? You said you had a friend who introduced you to the semi-pro, but
yes.
You said you started playing when you were how old?
When I was 9, I think it was 9 years old. I started playing in Lock Raven from 1978. My first year playing the football, 1978. It's a long time ago.
What made you start? What was your
I would watch. my motivation. This is a funny story I still remember to this day. I was sitting home watching a football game, and the commercial came on about McDonald's, that the old Baltimore coach at the time was going to have a football camp at the old Heron Run middle school, high school, whatever it was at the time. And I met Burke Jones, the quarterback at the time, and I met Joe Washington. And I remember vividly that Burke Jones, the quarterback at that time, showed me how to throw a football. And right there I was hooked. And I signed up for Ravens, and it's been on ever since. And I still remember that to this day.
So that's awesome. So that early influence is what spurred you on. So you talk now about positive motivating attitude.
Yes, positive motivating attitude, yes.
So what would you say was your positive motivating attitude that you developed from that first experience?
Well, to have someone show me the importance of learning something new. Meaning not just learning football, learning to be in a different environment other than your home and your neighborhood, learning how to interact with other people that you don't know, other kids at the time that I didn't know, learning how to listen to coaches who I didn't know, letting them teach me how to be a football player, letting them teach me what to do and not to do, listen to their speeches that they gave us at the end of practice and in the games, things like that. Just the overall perspective of just being not just a football player, but as a youth, and just teach me what I have to do for the future. And right now, when I always tell my kids, use football as a tool to get to where you need to go. And as a youth football player now, use it to get into that good high school. Use football to get in that good college. Use football even to get to that NFL contract that you might use. But just use football. Use it as a tool to get to the college you need to go. Get the scholarship. Be positive with what you're doing. Have a passion for it, but also remember that education is also important too. But just use it, because a lot of times if you can't afford that $1 million college bills you have to pay, football will pay for you if you have the good grades and a good scholarship.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. I hope there are a lot of people out there that heard that, because that lesson is really appropriate to all ages. It is
yes.
Positive, motivating attitude. And I love what you said about you went in and you tried something new, something that was outside of your comfort zone. I think that's
yes.
what people talk about now. And because you were willing to do that, and because there were people there who were willing to help you, it created a whole different chemistry in your life and sent you in a different direction. And I think that's
yes.
something that we can all use regardless of age. So thank you very much for that. That was excellent.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So if people want to support what you're doing, do you have fundraisers set up so people can either send you funding for what you're doing or provide resources, or just come on board as a mentor?
Yes, ma'am. We do have a fundraiser. My wife, who is Darryl Ward, she's actually the vice president of the football organization. She's a fundraising person. Currently, we do have packages that we are trying to send out to different companies to help sponsor us. So we're just waiting for responses from them. We have got one response back, but if you want to sponsor, you can always look at our website and get my website. The website is OLP Cobras on Facebook. Can I get my number?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. My phone number is 443-878-2052, and my email is olpward@gmail.com. That's olpward@gmail.com. You can contact me. We're looking for all type of sponsorship, of funding, even other coaches that can come in and help participate in. And like I put it on our website, I need coaches to have that passion and have that drive, that dedication, and teach and keep the integrity of football, but also keep the integrity of our kids, our youth players that we're going to be coaching. That's what I'm looking for. Positive coaches with positive hearts, strong coaches, strong men that can show our youth that men are strong, and we can that these men are positive and can show them a different light and have a good conversation with these kids, with these youth that we're going to be coaching.
Okay. Now, what is your website again?
The website, the Facebook page is OLP Cobras. OLP Cobras.
Okay.
Yes, that's the Facebook page. And the website is www.leaguelineup.com.
League lineup?
Yes, League Lineup. LEAGUE.
Oh, okay.
LeagueLineup.com. And OLP Cobras.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to jot that down. So for our listeners, this is a very, very great initiative for our young people. So we please support in any way that you can.
Yes.
So now the other thing I want to ask you, because you're working with underserved youth. Now, before you actually get on the football field, do you work with them with their mindset in terms of supporting them in exercises that help them change the way they're thinking, if it's not in a positive manner?
Yes, actually, we do have a nutrients coach that is coming aboard with his coach Tate. He's a nutrients coach. He's a physical trainer. He's a mentor, and he's a good role model. Actually, he coached me. We have him coming aboard. Actually, when we start getting the kids, it's not going to just be about football. It's about teaching how to eat right, teaching how to diet, teaching them how to just go in and start reading a book. Reading a book that you might like. Pick a subject you might like. Exercise. A lot of times, studies have showed you when kids do a lot of exercising, that motivate them to do other things positive. To do better. If I can do this one exercise, I can do the next exercise. I can get better in doing that. It's just things to keep the mind going in a positive direction. That's what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And one of the things I know when I was growing up, we had the rec center. And that was a really positive thing in my childhood life, where we could go and gather and do different things, positive things. And, of course, we don't see that anymore in a lot of the communities. So it's important that children have an outlet to release that energy and in a positive way. So what you're doing is definitely going to do that, and also give them an outlet in terms of when things are not going right in their life, they can have people in their life that can help them through the tough times.
Exactly, right, exactly. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. A lot of times when you become a coach, you not only become a coach, sometimes you become the father of those kids. You become one of the people that they look up to. So the kids are always watching what you're saying and what you're doing. So that's why you always got to be positive, no matter if you're coaching or you're talking or you're just mentoring. You always got to watch what you're doing, because they are looking for you for the answer. They might not ask you for the answer, but what you say and how you act, that's their answer right there. And they always remember that. And now I'm proud to say that I do have three kids that I coach as youth, from 7, 9 all the way to 13 that are in college right now. Reggie Sutton, he's in Rutgers right now. Jaden Blue, he's in Temple right now that I coach. I have a guy now who plays for Alabama, went to St. Francis. We call him Big A. He's in Alabama right now that I have coached, and we still keep in contact to this day. Their parents appreciate what I taught them as a coach at the time. I was hard on them, but I was fair to them. I gave good speeches at the end of practice, and they always say, "Coach, everything you told us, everything we did, we try to do it right now, and it's so easy. Everything you said is coming true right now in the light." So, and that's the joy I get when a kid comes back to me, or just even call me out the blue and say, "Coach, it's easy because you are prepared us for it." And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
That's exactly what it's about. And they're never going to forget you because you were their foundation.
Exactly.
For sure.
so many young people don't have that. They don't have a foundation. They are really just floating around in the wind, and that's what makes it so easy for them to get into all the negative activities. There's no one there to put the ground underneath their feet, and that's what you're doing. You're actually putting some ground underneath their feet, something that they can feel and see and touch, and it gives them strength. You know, I think sometimes we forget how vulnerable young people are because, you know, today there's all the stuff that they have, there's all the stuff going around. You know, the world is a busy, busy place. But children are still children, and they need,
exactly, they are.
They will always need, every child needs someone to be their strength.
Exactly.
Someone to help them learn how to stand and get the ground under them and keep it there. But so often our youth just don't get that anymore. They really don't. So my commendations to you for doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And just hearing that passion in your voice, I know that you are definitely serious about what you're doing. And and I'm sure our audience can feel it as well.
Yes.
So,
yes, I'm very, yes.
Can you give me your website one more time? Because I'm
okay, sure. Sure. The Facebook page is Facebook, I guess is the back / OLP Cobras. The website, our official website is www.leaguelineup.com OLP Cobras.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I have it right. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and going forward, how many kids so far do you have in your program?
Right now, we're handing out flyers. I've been getting some calls from some kids and parents that are interested in coming. So I can't really say how many is going to show up. Our first conditioning was going to be April 6th at 4301 West Bay Avenue in Brooklyn. You know, but the community is behind me. I have people behind me that are supporting what we're going to do there. The kids that I spoke to, the parents that I spoke to, they all for it. You know, they're getting positive reviews of what we're trying to do. You know, every kid that I talk to, every user that I talk to, every parent that I talk to, they can't wait. They can't wait. I can't give you numbers right now until we actually hit the field, but it's going to build. It's going to build. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be great.
Okay, yeah, because I'm on your website now and looking around. I see you've got some promotionals here, some T-shirts and caps and stuff like that. So
yes, that's the store.
Yeah, and I see that you have also a page here for your sponsors.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a very and your vision statement and all your core values are here. This is great.
Yes. So true. Yes.
This is great. I'm just really excited about what you're doing. This is just awesome, for sure. Let's see. So your first event is going to be when?
The first event, our first conditioning, is going to take place April 6th of this year, 2019. I'm telling all the kids to come at 10:30 because we're going to start hitting the field at 12 o'clock. From 12 to 2, it's going to be 4301 West Bay Avenue, right down in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Benjamin Franklin High School. The field's like maybe not even a block up north from the field. I mean, from the school. We're right there on the field. What is it called? The CSX field at Baybrook Field in Brooklyn. That's where we're going to be at.
Okay.
April 6th.
Okay. So projecting a little bit forward, where do you see yourself with this project in the next, let's say, 5 years?
the next year, my vision and my passion for it, I want to have 3 football teams this year. Hopefully next year we'll be able to get a cheerleading teams for all 3 programs. And after that, I want a baseball team and a basketball team. And if not, we can get a soccer team or lacrosse team too. I just don't want it to be football. I want it to be all sports that we can generate for that community down in Brooklyn, because they're hungry for it. And I want to do it for them. It's just not football, baseball, basketball, especially a cheerleading squad too. So that's the vision going forward in the next 3 to 5 years. That's what we want. We want basketball, baseball, also.
Okay, that sounds like a great vision. That sounds like a really great vision. Wow. Yes. Ruth, you want to add anything?
No, I'm just listening and excited for you, and knowing that with the passion that you have, you're going to pull it off. And you're going to garner those people to you, bring people to you who have the same passion and have the same love for what you're doing. So I'm looking forward to hearing more of your process and progress, and of course of your success.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and before we wrap up, just give us all of your information again so that everybody can get it. Okay,
I'm Coach Ward. My phone number is 443-878-2052. My email is OLP Ward. That's OLP Ward at gmail.com. The Ward is spelled W-A-R-D. Facebook page is Facebook OLP Cobras, and also our official website is www.leaguelineup.com//OLP Cobras.
Okay.
Reach me at any of those contacts, and I will return your email, your call, however you reach me. I will return within minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank you, Mr. Ward, Coach Ward, for stopping by and sharing your vision with our audience. And we're looking forward to all of the great things that you're going to be doing in the near future. And we will definitely be following you.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
You're so
welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you to the amazing women of a Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASCEN LLC, and our media partners. Let Just Minding My Business Media promote your business. For information, visit us at jmmb.asistercircle.org. That's jmmb.asistascircle.org. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks. For when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.